I'm canceling our New Year's trip.
What? Why? I've already taken time off work. And I've booked the hotel. It's not enough notice to cancel.
My mom and my sister are saying they want to go on vacation together again, and they want me to go too.
What?
You'll have to stay home by yourself.
Again? That's 5 years in a row. You can't do this again, Jordan. You promised this year you'd definitely go on vacation with me. You said so a year ago when this same thing happened.
Yeah, I know, and I was meaning to go with you. But my sister said she really wants to go and see the fireworks together again this year. It's kind of our family tradition.
So you're just going to leave me behind and go off with your family for the holidays again?
Well, yeah. It's just a trip we always go on together, just our close family.
So how come Caroline's husband is considered a close family and I'm not? I don't see the huge difference.
Try not to worry about those tiny details. That's your problem. You're always anxious about the little things. We might not be related by blood, but we still have a bond. He's basically my brother.
What are you talking about? You never hang out. And what about me? You've been treating me like garbage recently.
How have I been treating you like garbage? It's just that my family don't really get along with strangers. We like to keep ourselves to ourselves. And you'll have to look after my niece, like last year. I'm sure you don't mind.
I knew you were going to say that.
Do you have a problem or something?
It's just that I've never had kids or looked after them that much before. It's not something that just comes naturally to everyone. She's still so little. It makes me nervous looking after her by myself. What if something happens to her because I don't know what I'm doing? And I said last year I didn't want to do it and you promised it wouldn't happen again.
It's only been 4 times so far. It's not like we're making you look after her every weekend.
I just felt like such a long time to be alone with a kid I barely know.
I guess you're really not cut out for having kids, are you? It's probably a good thing that we don't have any ourselves. Oh, all right. I mean, it's probably a good thing you can't have kids.
Excuse me?
What? I'm just speaking the truth. Whose fault do you think it is that we can't have kids?
I know that you think it's my fault we can't have kids because I'm having trouble conceiving.
Then what is your problem with looking after my sisters?
Those are 2 completely different issues. I'm not your housekeeper. You can't just order me to look after your sister's child. I think you should treat me with more respect.
Have you forgotten that you owe me?
No, I haven't forgotten.
Your ex-husband was violent and abusive. He stole your savings and left you in a bunch of debt. You didn't have anyone else in the world and I looked after you.
I still really appreciate what you did for me 8 years ago. But when we found out I couldn't have children, you started acting just like my ex-husband. And you've been the same way ever since.
I haven't touched you. You can't compare me to him.
No, perhaps you haven't hurt me physically. But you still hurt me with your words.
I don't call you names and cuss you out like he used to.
Maybe not. But you say things that make me think I don't really mean much to you. And when your mother is rude to me, you never try to defend me. And when your sister treats me like an idiot, you just laugh along like it's some kind of hilarious joke.
I just go along with that stuff because the alternative is to offend everyone and make everyone uncomfortable. Is that what you want? You have got such victim mentality. I think perhaps you should try not to take things so personally from now on.
I thought maybe this year, if we went away together, we could try and repair our relationship. Obviously, I was wrong. You've got no intention of investing any time or effort into our marriage, have you?
Are you saying that we should get a divorce? Is that what you want?
That's not what I said. I just think we should try a little harder to be a proper husband and wife.
I think this whole conversation is a waste of my time. Do we have to talk about this now? You should be able to take care of my niece without causing a huge fuss like this. It's just something normal families do for each other.
I think you and I have a very different idea of what normal families are like to each other.
If you don't have any kids yourself, you should be prepared to look after other people's. You should want to share in the responsibility. If we're not on the same page about this, I think it's about time we think about getting a divorce. You're going against my wishes, and that's not the kind of woman I want to be married to.
Do we really have to go that far?
Well, it's not like you'll be able to survive if we get a divorce. For starters, you'd have to pay back the $10,000 I lent you to pay off your ex-husband's debt.
I could never afford to pay it all back in one go.
That's what I thought. You'd never be able to save all that money with your minimum wage, part-time, convenience store job. So what do you say? Are you gonna look after your sister-in-law's kid?
Fine, I'll do it. My name is Michelle. I'm a 38-year-old divorcee. I got married to my college boyfriend about 10 years ago. At first, we were happy and everything was fine. But gradually, he got into drinking and gambling, and eventually he started to run up a lot of debt. Then he began to take out his frustration on me. At first, he just shouted and called me names, but after a while, that didn't satisfy him and he started to hit me. After we had been married for about a year and a half, we split up. In fact, he ran off with all of my savings. So that was the end of my first marriage. And that was around the time I met the man who's my husband now, Jordan. When I first met Jordan, I thought he had been sent by the gods to rescue me from my hellish life. He was so kind to me, and his mom was so nice, and they all welcomed me into his family. I thought I was finally going to be able to live a happy and stress-free life. But then we discovered I couldn't have children. And suddenly it seemed like everyone turned their back on me. I guess I just have the worst luck with men. I think my mother-in-law was really looking forward to having more grandchildren, and she had her heart set on Jordan having a son to carry on the family name. And I guess Jordan really wanted to make that dream come true as well. When he realized I couldn't have kids, he just started treating me like a housekeeper. I became someone he expected to cook, clean, and do his laundry for him, and that was it. But I really can't deal with this treatment anymore. I've been paying Jordan back the money that he lent me each month, and I was hoping that way I could gradually repay my debt. But it looks like if I don't pay back all that money, this awful situation will just continue until I finally can. I'd been worrying about what to do for a while, when suddenly someone stepped up. And it was someone who I never expected to help me out.
Did my brother tell you what's going on? I hope you're looking forward to taking care of my daughter again this year. She's excited to stay with her Auntie Michelle.
Oh, hey, Caroline. Sorry, I can't.
What? Are you kidding? I thought you agreed. Jordan said you'd take care of it.
I may have said that reluctantly. He told me that if I didn't agree to it, he would divorce me.
Oh, right. That's what Mom said too. If that girl doesn't cooperate, then I'll make sure they get a divorce.
Look, why do you guys all seem to hate me so much?
You are aware that you're infertile, aren't you?
You can't use that against me like this. I didn't know that when I agreed to marry Jordan. It's not like I tricked him into marrying me.
I'm actually so thankful that you can't have kids.
What on earth do you mean?
You know, when we realized I was having a daughter, Mom was so grumpy. She didn't speak to me for weeks. You know how much she wants a grandson. But then when you came along, she perked up a bit. I guess she thought she was finally going to get one. And then when we found out you were infertile, she just started spending all her energy hating on you, and she never pays any attention to what I'm doing at all.
Is it really so important for her to have a grandson? What's the big deal? I thought grandparents were supposed to love their grandchildren unconditionally and think them the cutest things in the whole world.
Oh, it's really not that easy. You don't have kids, so you wouldn't understand. I realized when I had my daughter, actually. I probably didn't want to have kids in the first place.
What?
So my mom keeps asking why I'm not getting pregnant again and trying for a son, but I really don't want to.
You're the most irresponsible person I think I've ever known.
It's just that I've learned from the experience of having my first kid that I don't need anymore. That's all. You can't blame me for that. I'm not even sure if I want the first one, though, actually. Do you want her? You guys could adopt her. I'm pretty sure she likes you better than me.
How can you possibly say that? What if your daughter knew you thought like that?
But it's so much easier without kids. They take up so much time and effort. I haven't had a lion in almost 5 years. And I want to spend more time with my husband. By ourselves.
Does your husband feel like that too? I suppose he must.
All right, you've never really met him, have you?
I think we've met once, but it's not like we have much time to get to know each other.
Don't get me wrong. My husband really loves his daughter. It's kind of annoying, actually. It's like he's obsessed with her. That's kind of why I could do without her.
Are you jealous of your own daughter? You have to be kidding me.
He even says he wants to take our daughter on vacation with us. So I told him we can't, since Auntie Michelle is so desperate to see her and look after her.
That's a lie, though.
That's fine. He'll never know if you don't tell him. And it's so much more convenient to go on vacation without her. She would ruin all my New Year plans.
What about my New Year plans? I had a hotel booked and everything. Haven't you even thought about that? And if I can't go on vacation, I'd like to spend the holidays relaxing at home, not looking after someone else's kid.
Maybe you can spend your holidays relaxing at home after you've repaid all the money my brother lent you.
Excuse me?
Oh, I forgot. That's going to be impossible for you with your convenience store job.
If you know that, why are you messaging to torment me about it?
I was wondering why you don't get a better job, but then I remembered. You didn't graduate high school, did you? It's funny because you don't look like a typical dropout.
That's because I was forced to drop out of high school and get a job when my parents passed away.
With that kind of resume, I don't suppose anyone wants to hire you, do they?
Maybe not, but I can't go on like this.
Why not? It doesn't seem that bad. Just do a little child minding now and then, and you're good with me. And if you keep doing your part-time convenience store thing and being Jordan's housekeeper, I'm sure you'll pay it back eventually.
That's not how I want to live my life.
And you don't exactly have any connections either. I'm so thankful my husband is the president of his company. We have such a comfortable life.
Oh, he's the company president? I didn't realize that. That's nice for you.
Yeah, isn't it? I mean, in reality, we can afford to hire a babysitter when we go away, but it just doesn't make sense to spend the money when you're right there. But if we do that, my husband will definitely say he'd rather just take our daughter with us.
Why is it you don't want to take her with you?
You do know she's only 5 years old, right? She'll probably cry in the car and we'd have to keep stopping so that she can pee and have a snack and stuff. It's just easier to leave her at home. I do wish we'd never had her. Life was way simpler, and we had so much more freedom when she wasn't around.
Oh, I see. I think you might be one of the worst parents I've ever had the misfortune to meet. You're awful.
Hey! You can't talk to me like that. You've got no right. You don't even have the ability to have children. What do you know about it?
To be honest, I really can't understand how God could give you a child and not me, when I love and cherish one so much. Why do you get to be so lucky?
Perhaps he looked at you and decided you just didn't deserve to be a parent, and I do. That's such a hilarious thought.
I'm so done with this.
That's fine. Thanks for looking after my daughter anyway.
We're going on vacation tomorrow. Have you finished preparing for the kid to stay at ours?
I'm sorry, but I really don't want to. I'm going to have to refuse this time.
What?
I just can't get over the feeling that what you and your family are doing is wrong. I'm not going to put up with this anymore. That's what I've decided.
Oh, for God's sake, you really never learn, do you? Have you already forgotten that I said if you don't obey me, we're getting a divorce?
No, I didn't forget. I took the divorce papers in today, actually.
What? Is that your attempt at a joke? It's not very funny.
It's not the kind of thing I would joke about. I'm not such a terrible person. But you and I are definitely done.
Did you keep the divorce papers that we signed before? I thought that we threw those away after you begged me to reconsider.
I didn't beg you. I thought we should try. But I also thought I should keep hold of those papers in case it didn't work out. Which it clearly didn't.
So, are you not going to be able to pay back all the money that you owe me in one go?
Yeah, I think I could manage it.
Did you get a loan or something? The premiums will be too high. If you can't pay it back, you'll end up going bankrupt.
I didn't take out a loan, don't worry.
Oh, you're lying. There's no way you could pay back all that money with your wages. You must have got the money from somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
So, where's the money coming from? You got a loan, didn't you?
Actually, someone completely unexpected has offered to help me out.
Who is it?
Caroline's husband.
Anthony?
That's right. He said he wanted to know what was going on with us. And he apologized for letting Caroline force me to look after their daughter. Turns out he was getting suspicious of her and wondered if it was really true that I was desperate to look after her.
But you don't even have Anthony's number. How did you get in touch with him? I thought you'd only met him that once and didn't really even speak to him.
That's true. It was actually a complete coincidence that I ran into him again. He came into the convenience store where I was working.
Are you kidding me? A tiny little store like yours that the local residents hardly even use? There's no way that he went in there coincidentally. Besides, he usually only shops at Trader Joe's and buys organic and paleo and stuff like that.
He said his company is thinking about buying up some smaller convenience stores like ours to turn them into Whole Food stores. That's why he was there. He was checking out possible locations.
I still can't believe he was there just by coincidence. The chances are so small.
I guess it was probably a miracle then. He was like, "Do you really love my daughter that much?" And he looked kind of dubious about it, so I didn't want to lie to him. I got kind of mad, actually. I told him straight up, I never once said I want to look after your daughter.
You did?
But he wasn't angry. He just wanted to hear what had been going on with us. It seemed like he really wanted to think of a good solution to my problems.
What kind of solution? What did you do?
Well, for one thing, Anthony isn't going on vacation with the rest of you tomorrow. He's going to stay at home and spend time with his daughter.
Impossible. I haven't heard anything about that.
He said he'd wait till the last moment to tell you all. It's kind of like how you waited till the last moment to cancel our trip, isn't it?
I didn't leave it till the day before.
He also said he wasn't going to put any money towards the vacation this time.
What? He can't do that. That vacation is pretty expensive. I was counting on him to pay, because otherwise I'm not so sure I can afford it.
That's not even the real news. I'm just getting to the important bit, if you'll shut up and let me.
There's more?
He's getting a divorce. I don't think he'll mind me telling you since he's telling Caroline today.
Oh, you can't be serious over this stupid trip?
Well, it's more like Caroline has been lying to him for years about a lot of different stuff. And he's sick of the way she treats their daughter when she thinks he's not paying attention. But when I showed him some of her texts, I think that's when he knew he needed to get a divorce. All of the things she wrote about not wanting their daughter, it's pretty bad. I can see why he wouldn't want to stay with her.
What are you talking about? Caroline loves their daughter.
Yeah, right. But I'm not sure if he's had time to tell her yet, so don't start texting her about it.
Someone should let her know.
I don't think you're the right person.
I think this was a bad idea. She is so confused and angry. Can you talk to her?
What is this about me getting a divorce? Are you guys making this up to mess with me?
How much do you know?
I told her pretty much everything you just said.
What do you mean Anthony came into your nasty convenience store by chance? That kind of coincidence only happens in movies. I bet you hired a private detective to collect dirt on me, didn't you? That's the kind of basic thing you do.
If I could afford to hire a private detective, don't you think I would have just used the money to pay Jordan back?
This is ridiculous! You think Anthony wants a divorce? That's impossible. You just think we're unhappy because you are. If we get a divorce, what am I going to do? How will I get by?
Perhaps you should be talking about this stuff with Anthony?
Would I have to get a job? I wouldn't know where to start. I just got married after college, so I've never really had a job.
Of course you'd have to get a job.
But I can't. If this is all true and I end up divorced, you'll have to lend me some money, Jordan.
Why would I?
Because it's your wife that caused all of these problems. You should take responsibility for her actions.
Actually, we already filed for divorce. I don't think he has to take responsibility for me, if he doesn't want to.
You're getting a divorce as well?
Yeah, and since we don't have any children or property to divide, it ought to be a pretty simple thing. I think I'm going to live on my own from now on.
I can't afford to keep you and Mom as well as myself, Caroline. At least one of you is going to have to get a job.
But Michelle, you never really wanted to get a divorce, did you? I'm sure we can cancel the application if we act quickly.
I'll give you another chance if you can stop Anthony from going through with this.
You're deluded. I'm so excited to be finally getting away from you.
But what are you going to do now? You can't afford to rent an apartment on your current wages, can you? And with your work history and lack of education, it's going to be difficult for you to find a proper job. I don't think that you've thought this through.
Actually, I have Anthony to thank there too.
What do you mean?
Next month, I'm going to start working for his company.
Oh, that is crazy. How is everything suddenly going your way?
I'm going to be a full-time store manager at one of his stores. I've been working at convenience stores and supermarkets my whole life, so I might as well put some of that knowledge to good use.
So now that you no longer have any use for me, we're done. Is that it?
When I think about how you rescued me and looked after me when I was at rock bottom, I really am thankful. But since those days, you treated me so badly. I just think that there's nothing left for us to save anymore.
Well, if that's how you feel, I guess I can't stop you.
I don't want Anthony to divorce me.
I'm going to leave you guys to it. See you around. A week later, Anthony and Caroline filed for divorce. Anthony is applying for sole custody of his daughter. I don't doubt that he'll get it. He's already living with his daughter full-time, and it seems like they're really enjoying their life together. I don't think Jordan was prepared to find out how thoughtless his mom and sister are when it comes to money. Apparently, he tried to abandon them and run off by himself somewhere. But it didn't work, because he's such a mommy's boy. So he's having to make his paycheck feed all three of them at the moment. Doesn't look like either his mom or his sister are going to get a job anytime soon. He was always pretty careful with money and liked to save whatever he didn't spend. But his sister is just so wasteful and can't stop buying all these useless things. So it sounds like they're living a pretty sad existence right now. I'm sure our old place isn't even big enough for them all to have separate bedrooms. As for me, I still can't believe I'm the official manager of a Whole Food store. I'm getting paid more, and I even find the work really satisfying. I have the motivation to get up and go to work for the first time in my life. So I guess things are finally working out for me, and it's pretty cool. I learned a lesson from my 2 failed marriages. I have terrible luck with men. So right now, I'm just going to focus on what I can do by myself and put all my energy into that. I'm ready to get started on my own life. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more content. See you next time!
Harry, you useless sack of trash. I heard that you're out of the office working with one of our business partners. I was planning on making you clean out my office today. Now that's not gonna happen, is it? How the hell am I supposed to do my job with a mess like this? It's your job to listen to my orders, and that should be your utmost priority. Good morning, Sam. I'm sorry, but I have some other work that I need to get done today. Like I'm gonna believe that. You better come back here or else. What other work do you even have to do? Just because you managed to get a huge contract for our department, that doesn't mean you can get ahead of yourself. It was all just dumb luck, so stop acting so arrogant. Remember that this is still your 2nd year here. I am still superior compared to you, so I expect you to do exactly as I say. Is that clear, you dumb piece of scum? I'm not trying to be arrogant at all, Sam. I have some important meetings with one of our major business partners today. That's why I'm not at the office. I won't be able to come back to the office for a few hours. I think it would be best if you do your own job today for once. Did you just talk back to me? No, I was just answering your question. So does that mean Gary is with you as well? Yeah, he's with me right now. He asked me to attend this meeting, so that's why I thought I should make it more of a priority. Gary was the one that asked you? Geez, I don't get why he doesn't give me more jobs like that. I am so much more competent than you. I'm sure that you're just needed at the office more than me. Yeah, I am a very important part of the department after all. Anyway, when are you guys going to come back to the office today? I think after 3:30 p.m. Well, I guess I'll let you off the hook this time around. One of our meetings is about to start soon, so I've got to get ready actually. Okay, fine. Next time you better be ready to listen to my orders, though. Harry, I need you to do something for me. It's important. Good evening, Sam. I actually just got back home from the office. It was a really long day, and I just want to relax now. If this is something related to work, could it wait until tomorrow morning? Actually, it's not about work at all. Although it does have something to do with our company. It won't take long. I want you to do it right now. Okay, sure then. What do you want from me? You heard that there's going to be 2 new contract workers who are going to be filling in for the 2 that went on maternity leave, right? Yeah, I heard about that. There's also going to be a few other new workers in the office departments. So, we decided to host a welcome party for all the new people that are going to be working here. It is very important that the new workers feel welcome and whatnot. So I'm going to need you to organize it. There's probably going to be over 50 people attending. You want me to organize a party? I've never done that before. Are you sure you want me to do it? Who else am I asking? I said you, didn't I? Are you complaining? I'm not asking you to do anything difficult here. It's not rocket science, okay? I want you to host it too. You got it? I'm not complaining about it. You want me to host it too? It's just that it sounds like there's going to be quite a large number of people attending. Yeah, you're right. It's not just our department, is it? Well, I've never organized an event for so many people before. Then let this be your first. We've all got to start somewhere, right? I'm just a little bit worried being asked to organize everything all by myself. I'm sure there are other people who are more suited for this task. I also have a lot of other work that needs to get done ASAP. Yo, stop making excuses like that. The rest of us are all really busy too. You're the only one that's available to do this. You should be grateful that I'm giving you a task like this, and I know that you have nothing better to do. It's your 2nd year here. None of what you do is that important. So what's a little party organizing gonna do, huh? Just do it. Actually, I'm pretty busy with a lot of meetings and deadlines. Stop talking back to me like this. Just call up a restaurant or order some delivery food. It won't take that long at all. Actually, I don't think it's going to be that simple, especially with so many people attending. Tough. You're going to be the one organizing it either way. I've already let the higher-ups know that you're the one in charge of this welcome party. Wait, what? I never said I would do it, though. Well, it's too late now. If you don't, everyone's going to judge you for it. And that'll affect your future at this company. You know that, right? And I don't mean that in a good way. Is that really what you want? I guess I'll try my best then. Fine, I'll do it. Good. That's what I wanted to hear from you. You should have just accepted it from the very start instead of wasting my time. So, the welcome party tomorrow is at the Royal Italian, right? That's the Italian restaurant downtown, correct? Did you reserve the entire place for us? Yes, I've reserved the entire restaurant. I've also ordered the full-course dinner for everyone that is attending. You sure that this is a good spot? I've never been there or heard of it before, and I've lived here for years now. Well, it was really difficult finding a place that would host 50 people with the budget that you gave me. This guy really recommended me this place, so I booked it. And who was the one that told you about this place? I've actually invited this person to come as my surprise guest. I'm sure you'll find out who it is tomorrow. A surprise guest? This isn't a party for high schoolers, you know? I can assure you that the food and the drinks are going to be great. It better blow my mind. If it doesn't, then like I told you before, it's really going to affect you and your future at the company. Yes, I know. You told me. I guess I'll look forward to it then. See you tomorrow. What's up, Harry, you loser? You having a good time? Hey, Sam, I was just about to text you, actually. Do you have any idea what is going on here? I reserved this entire restaurant, but no one's turned up so far. Where is everyone? It's already 10 minutes past the time we were meant to start. I think something really wrong might be going on. We had a change of plan, Harry. One of my friends owns a restaurant nearby, and he let us reserve the entire place for a good deal. I also wasn't in the mood for Italian food today, so we decided to have the welcome party here instead. Wait, what? You never told me anything about this. What are you talking about? Of course I didn't tell you. I made sure you didn't find out about it. It would have ruined my prank if I told you in advance. A prank? It took me a lot of time to organize this. Seriously? Is this a prank? I can't believe it. This is crazy. Nobody's gonna turn up no matter how long you wait. You should tell the restaurant that nobody's coming. That'll be fun for you, huh? Why did you do this to me? Because you would just ruin the mood if you were here. What? You're just an idiot. Nobody would want you at a party like this. I told everyone today that we had a change of plans and we're actually all having a great time here. Glad I have good friends who run great restaurants. What are you planning to do about the reservation I made here at the Royal Italian? All the chefs and waiters are ready and waiting to bring out the food and the drinks. They spent a lot of time and effort to prepare food for over 50 people. Why are you asking me that? You're the one that organized it. You should be the one to figure out what to do. I can't believe what you've done. Do you seriously believe that you can just put all the blame onto me? What the hell do you expect me to do? It's simple. You can just pay the entire bill and problem is solved. Did you just say the entire bill? You expect me to pay the entire bill for 50 people? Well, you're the organizer after all. It's all your responsibility. You're being absolutely ridiculous. This is not fair on me. Well, it's too bad. Nothing about the world is fair. You just have to deal with it. Anyway, I have a dinner party to enjoy. Can't waste time talking to you, okay? Enjoy your lonely dinner all by yourself. Sam, this is not okay at all. Hey, what's up, Harry? Last night was awesome. Oh wait, you weren't there, were you? You really missed out. I was actually planning to invite you later at night, but I totally forgot. I was having too much fun and I was totally drunk. Anyway, do you have a day off today or something? I haven't seen you around the office this morning. Where the hell are you? I actually came to work earlier than usual. I'm currently working at the office. Oh, so you are at work then? If so, then you should be working at your desk. Your desk looks completely empty to me. I have lots of work that I want you to do, actually. Come see me right now. Actually, I can't do that right now because I have a meeting with the higher-ups. With the higher-ups? Oh, why? I was actually gonna come and talk to you later, so I guess I'll just use this opportunity instead. The reservation that I made at the Royal Italian yesterday didn't go to a complete waste in the end. I invited our bosses and their friends to enjoy the dinner instead. You're just joking, right? There's no way Gary would come out for you. I am not kidding at all. Oh, and by the way, we're actually gonna need you to come to the meeting room on the 22nd floor right now. What? Why? We also want you to bring with you the guys who helped execute this malicious prank. What? Why should I listen to orders from someone like you? You need to listen, as these orders aren't from me. Yeah, whatever, I'm not going to the meeting room. I have better things to be doing. Well, that's a shame. The person that introduced the Royal Italian to me has something he wants to say to you. Oh, that's the surprise guest you were talking about? I guess we never got to find out who that was. I am actually a little curious who he is. That was our boss, Gary. He was the one that suggested the restaurant to me. No way. What? Gary suggested that you use them for the welcome party? I am dead serious, and he says you're fired. What the heck? Oh my god, why the hell didn't you tell me, you idiot? You should have told me that the owner of the Royal Italian was great friends with Gary. I never would have done what I did if I knew that Gary was the surprise guest that you were talking about. I asked him for some advice on where to host the welcome party, as he knows the area inside out. And he told me that the Royal Italian was a great place that was run by his friend. He even offered to pay for the entire fee for the welcome party. Wait, no way! Gary was planning to tell you once he came out as the surprise guest, but that never happened, thanks to you. You should have told me all about this earlier, you absolute idiot! I might really get fired at this rate. I can't afford to lose my job now. It took me so long to get this position that I'm in right now. Oh, convince him not to fire me. I can't get fired over a small prank I played on you. Actually, the reason why you got fired wasn't just because of what happened yesterday. Gary received a couple of other reports from his juniors about you. None of the reports he received were positive. It seems like you've caused trouble to some of us multiple times in the past. He even heard stories of you harassing and forcing one of them to quit. How does he know about all of that? I told everyone to keep their mouths shut. What happened yesterday was just the final straw. The reason I had to come in early today was to report you to Gary about what you had done. Some of the other guys who you harassed also joined the meeting, FYI. And it became very clear that you've been causing a lot of trouble to a lot of people in this company. That's why the higher-ups came to the conclusion to fire you, effective immediately. Wait, no, hold on. Why does a first-year worker like you get to attend a meeting like that with the boss and the other higher-ups of the company? I guess it's about time I tell you then. What? I'm actually not new to this company at all. It's definitely not my second year here. What do you mean, and who the hell are you then? I work for the parent company and was assigned here for a short period of time. Gary asked me to conduct an internal investigation while I was here. It's impossible for him to monitor every single one of his employees after all. This department was underperforming recently, so he wanted me to figure out what was happening. Oh? Oh, shoot! For real? It was really difficult at the beginning to figure out what was going on because nobody spoke up. But the problem quickly revealed itself the day after I landed the large business deal for the department. The reason behind this department's poor performance was you. Your arrogant and selfish attitude was causing a huge problem for this department. Are you, serious about this? You tricked me and lied to me? I thought that you were one of my new juniors here. I am not gonna let you just fire me like this. Well, you're fired. I am gonna sue this freaking company for wrongful termination. I am gonna make this company really regret getting rid of me. Just watch me. This wasn't the first time that you pulled off a malicious prank like this. You've canceled on reservations at the last minute multiple times before. What makes you say that, huh? Those kinds of rumors spread around the industry fast. The restaurants that have been the victim of your stupid pranks are gonna sue you. It wasn't me that planned all of this. I swear to God, don't you dare make them sue me. You shouldn't be telling me that. I'm not the one that's suing you after all. I've heard that some of the things that you've done have been borderline crimes. There is no way we're overturning your dismissal. We don't want to be working with a criminal like you. So I'm really gonna get fired then? I can't afford that right now. I've barely got any savings and I've been living paycheck to paycheck. I'll lose my place to live if I get fired. The company and Gary are the ones who are going to be making the final decision, though. This is pretty much set in stone as far as I know. But you should just wait for them to contact you anyway. No. I can't let this happen to me. You've got to convince them not to fire me. I'm really competent, you know that, right? We've been working together for a while. I don't know why you think that at all. I have never once thought that you were competent in anything. Oh, but I am, Harry. Come on. Help me out, man. Oh, come on. After a little digging, it had become clear that Sam had done the same prank to other restaurants near the office. All the restaurants that had become a victim decided to team up and sued him for a sum of $50,000. He was also officially fired from the company along with his co-workers who helped him out with the stupid prank. The company also refused to pay him a severance check due to the circumstances he was fired for. Once he found out that he wasn't going to get a severance pay, he started to panic. I guess he was relying on the severance check to get by. So he went completely crazy and tried to physically attack the boss so that he would change his mind. But to no avail, and he was arrested and escorted out of the company immediately by security. I heard that Sam ended up stepping foot into a shady business to try and pay back all the money that he owed. He was caught by the police eventually and is currently spending a sad and lonely time behind bars. He shot himself in the foot and it serves him right. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like the video and leave a comment. See you in the next one.
This is Paolo's wife, right? My name is Luisa. He's in love with me, not you. Nice to meet you.
Excuse me? Who are you and what are you talking about?
I mean that I'm Paolo's girlfriend. Got it?
Wait, hold on. Are you serious right now?
Of course I am. I would never joke about this. After all, it is true that you can't have any kids, right?
Well, I can't really deny that.
Well then, if you have any love and pity for your husband, the best thing for you to do is divorce him. You do know he wants kids, don't you?
Hold on for just a second. You can't just appear out of nowhere and start telling me to divorce my husband. Besides, Paolo hasn't said anything to me about you.
Of course he wouldn't. We both know that he is far too kind to tell you that he's been cheating. That is why I had to take it upon myself to break the news.
Okay, sure. But even if that were true, You can't just tell me to divorce him because you want me to.
It isn't because I want you to. It's because it is what Paolo really wants deep down. Besides, he doesn't love you anymore. Haven't you realized that?
Well, he is going to be coming home from work in a little bit. I think I will just ask him about all of this then.
You poor little thing. He is never going back home to you ever again.
Just what is that supposed to mean?
I mean that as of today, he and I are going to be living together.
Hold on, are you kidding me? That can't be true.
It is so funny watching you realize that your life is falling apart around you. But that's the other reason I wanted to message you today. To let you know about the new living arrangements.
But he hasn't even mentioned any of this to me. I don't believe he would just never come home again.
And just why do you think that he needs to say anything to you? After all, this whole thing is your fault anyways.
Wait, what? Do you think this is all my fault? How do you figure that?
Just think about it. He chose me over you because you weren't satisfying him. It's your fault for not giving him what he wanted, and so you are at fault here.
So, it's my fault because I can't have kids?
Of course! How can you even be a woman if you can't have kids? That's what he says all the time.
I don't know what to say. I feel so awful right now.
As you should. But if you really want to give Paolo the life and future that he wants, then you have to apologize to him and admit that this whole thing is your fault.
But that isn't fair. It isn't like I chose this for myself. I've always wanted to have kids too. I even met with specialists to talk about it.
And did any of those treatments work? I didn't think so. It doesn't matter how hard you tried if the results are still the same.
Even if I were to give you that point, I still don't see why I should have to apologize or agree that it's my fault.
So you really aren't going to own up to all the damage you've caused your relationship? I guess that it isn't just your body that's bad, but you're just a bad person all over.
Okay, I have had just about enough of this. I don't even know who you are, and all you've done is hurl insults at me.
Is that what you think this is? I'm just telling the truth. Anyways, Paolo is about to get home here, so we'll talk later.
No! We aren't done here! My name is Sophia, and I am 31 years old. My husband Paolo and I have been married for 5 years. We don't have any children of our own, but we never had any big fights or huge problems between us. Until today, that is. That was when I started getting strange texts from some woman claiming to be his girlfriend. I tried texting and calling him to figure what was going on, but he never responded. I waited up for him to come home all night, but just as Louisa said, he never came home. Paolo still hasn't come home. Were you telling the truth? Is he really there with you?
I know that it must be hard for you to accept, but I'm glad that you're finally starting to see that I was being honest. Shall I send you some proof?
Proof? You mean proof that he's actually there?
That's right. I have lots of pictures of him and I doing naughty things together that I could send you.
No, I don't want to see those. But if you're really even saying that, then it must be true.
Oh, and by the way, would you like to hear some news that I haven't even told Paolo yet?
News? What are you talking about?
It is really big, exciting news. Are you sure you want to hear it?
Wait. No, don't tell me.
That's right! I am pregnant and it is Paolo's child.
No, it can't be. Please tell me that you're lying. I can't believe this.
Believe it or not, it really doesn't matter. It's the truth, and that's that. There is nothing you can do to come between us now.
I don't even know what to say. How could this happen?
And by the way, my birthday is next week. I was planning on telling Paolo the good news then. I can't wait to see the look on his face when he finds out he's going to be a father.
This can't be happening. This is all too much.
And there is something else that I want to tell him on that same day, too.
And what's that?
If you're thinking about divorcing him right now, you're probably going to try and get money out of him in the divorce, right?
If everything you've told me is true, then yes, of course I was thinking about doing that.
Well, don't bother. You wouldn't want to disturb us.
What are you talking about?
I mean, the Paolo and I are about to get married, and we're about to have a kid together.
And? What does that have to do with me? Why shouldn't I sue the two of you?
Do you even realize how much money it takes to raise a child? If you do that, then how are we supposed to have enough money for our baby?
You really should have thought about that before you got pregnant. It has nothing to do with me.
But don't you think that you're the one who should be paying Paolo instead?
And just how do you figure that, huh?
Well, I told you already, didn't I? Paolo always wanted to have a kid, and that was something that you were never able to give him. Think of all the mental anguish that you put that poor man through.
Be that as it may, none of that was my fault.
Paolo told me that he could never bring himself to tell you this, but he always hated being married to a broken woman like you. I really feel sorry for the guy. He really is so caring and sweet.
And just why are you pretending like he is the only victim in this whole scenario?
Well, isn't he? I mean, you knew that you couldn't have any kids, and yet you married him. You set him up for failure.
That isn't true. I didn't know until after we were married. It doesn't make it okay for him to cheat on me.
Do you still really not understand? You shouldn't take out your failings on other people. The best option for you is to leave the two of us alone and get on with your life.
These things have nothing to do with each other. Don't get them confused.
Wait a second. That's it. You're just upset that I got pregnant while you can't. That's why you won't just leave us alone. I understand how frustrated you must be, but you need to realize that you're just acting on base jealousy.
It isn't jealousy or anything like that. The fact is that you two had an affair while Paolo and I were married, and I have a right to bring that up in the divorce.
But think about poor Paolo. He is finally in a happy relationship. Why do you want to take that away from him?
I have had just about enough of you trying to talk me out of this. I have already made up my mind.
This isn't a joke, you know. These are real people's lives. I have been waiting all my life for a man like Paolo. You can't do this to us. He's not going to give you a dime. If you want money so badly, then get a job and make it yourself.
Oh, I plan on finding a job after this. But I am going to be sure to get a nice little nest egg from the divorce as well.
How dare you talk about nests? All you'll ever collect in a nest is dust and twigs. No chicks for you, chica.
That's enough out of you.
Look, can you just take these next 3 days to really think about this? I really think that you're taking this way too far. So, did you rethink things? Have you changed your mind?
My mind hasn't changed in the slightest.
What are you talking about? How can you be so cruel? I am pregnant. Don't you understand that? I'm not a broken woman like you.
And just why do you think that gives you a pass to do whatever you want?
Because you are going to take my money from my family and my baby. This baby is coming in 13 months, and we need to prepare for it.
What are you talking about? Is your baby shy or something?
Is it shy? What are you talking about? You aren't even making sense, but you better not be bad-mouthing my child.
I mean that no baby stays inside their mother for that long. That's impossible.
What are you talking about? You don't know my body.
Don't you know that the average pregnancy lasts 9 months?
Wait, is that really true?
Yeah, of course. How did you not know that? I really can't believe anything you've told me now.
But I never knew about that. Who do you think you are talking to me about pregnancies when you can't even have kids?
That has nothing to do with this. I just mean that it's just basic anatomy.
No, you're wrong. The doctor told me that I would be having my baby next March. Do you think you know more than my doctor? This baby is proof of Paolo's love for me.
I have no idea what you are even talking about anymore. But no human pregnancy lasts 13 months.
That isn't true. This is totally normal. Everyone has pregnancies like this. You're just jealous because you can't actually have kids. That's why you're lying to me.
Okay, you seem to be really misinformed about this kind of stuff, so let me explain. It was not only my fault that Paolo and I couldn't have children, okay?
What do you mean by that? I don't understand.
I mean that him and I took some tests, and we understood that both of us were actually infertile.
Wait. No. What?
Exactly. So it really doesn't have anything to do with me. The fact of the matter is that Paolo shouldn't be able to have children anyways.
But that can't be. I had no idea about any of that.
Well, it's the truth. It is what made me suspicious about your whole little story to begin with, in fact.
Paolo just thought that if I lied about being pregnant that you would go easy on him in the divorce.
Well, that was a good try. But you really needed to think of a better lie than that.
Shut up! Don't tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing. Besides, Paolo is all mine. You're just a lonely little shrew. Paolo and I are going to be together and have our happily ever after.
Actually, Paolo is telling me that he is thinking of breaking things off with you.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that last night, Paolo finally gave me a call.
What? That can't be!
I was really surprised myself. I hadn't been able to get in touch with him for some time.
Well, why would he want to talk to you anymore when he has me?
Well, since your little plan failed and I definitely won't be letting him off easy, it seems like he'd rather try and get back with me than write things out with you.
Wait, hold on.
Don't worry, though. There's no chance in hell I'm going to forgive him.
But I thought that he didn't care about you anymore. I don't understand.
I'm sure that he doesn't. He just doesn't want to pay alimony. Although I think some of the stuff you said might have rubbed him the wrong way as well.
What? Like what?
Like calling people who can't have kids broken people. He wasn't happy about that at all, considering his condition. When he comes home, it sounds to me like you two are going to have a long talk.
About what?
What do you think? Looks like we might both be lonely shrews here pretty soon.
But it's not fair! It was all his idea in the first place. It's not my fault I didn't know how pregnancy really works.
I really do not even know what to say. I mean, how are you that stupid?
It's not my fault. It was illegal to teach sex ed in the state where I grew up.
Well, I'm truly sorry to hear about that. But not so sorry that I won't be suing you for breaking up my marriage.
Wait, no. Please don't do this to me.
Them's the breaks. You brought this on yourself.
But I only did it to be with Paolo. But now you're telling me that I'm going to lose him too.
Yeah. Sucks, doesn't it? Too bad.
Please don't do this to me. I only wanted to marry Paolo. I even quit my job because I thought that we would finally be able to be together. There is no way that I can pay you.
I'm sorry, but that really is not my problem. You were talking down to me and saying awful things all because you thought you were going to get away with this. Just be an adult about this and face the consequences.
Please! I only did all of this out of love. Doesn't that mean anything to you? You have to forgive me. I said I was sorry.
If you really think that I'm going to let you get away with all of the horrible things that you said to me, then you have another thing coming.
I'm sorry. Really, truly sorry. I promise to never do anything like this ever again.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer in the next couple of days. We'll talk again then.
Wait! Please don't do this! I won't be able to live if I have to pay you! Please forgive me! I'm sorry for everything!
After that, Paolo told me that he and Luisa had broken up. The day after that, Paolo came home and apologized for everything. We talked some things out and we divorced not long after that. Just as I said I would. I sued Luisa for breaking up my marriage and I went after Paolo hard in the divorce. Just like that, both of their savings were wiped out. They both had to start from scratch. Paolo received such a shock from all of this that he fell very ill. As for me, I returned to work and was given lots of help by my coworkers to succeed at my job. About 3 years after that, I married a nice man I met at the office. We now live happily together. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. See you next time.